proverb, practice makes a man perfect, and in law school, the closest experience which a student can receive in relation to courts is through mooting. Good morning, everyone. I would like to extend my warm welcome to Professor Dr. Poonam Rawat Ma'am, Principal and Head of Department, Law College Dehradun, and Chairperson of the Moot Court Society, faculty members of Law College Dehradun, and all the executive members of the Moot Court Society, as well as the first year batch of 2020. As you all know, we have scheduled this orientation program earlier on ERP, but due to some technical issue, we couldn't go through it. We hope that you will bear with us today for the meeting hours, for the upcoming hours. The Moot Court Society of any college serves as a central pillar in facilitating the legal acumen of the law student. So, on behalf of the Moot Court Society, I, Shreyanshi Tripathi, welcome you all to the orientation program, which is your first step to a 1,000 miles journey with us. Moving on to the agenda of today's event, first and the second point will be dealt by me. Third point, that is the presentation on how MCS works, why to apply MCS, will be dealt by Ms. Ria and Ms. Mansi. Fourth will be the experience sharing part, which will be done by Aditi and Ashwar, and then the concluding address by our Madam President. This orientation program is all about to make you all aware about the induction process and how the society works. It was said by an eminent personality that the most beautiful thing one can wear is the confidence to speak. According to me, mooting is the best thing for any law student to build their confidence, as perhaps the closest experience that a student can have while studying at university is to appear in courts. Now, I would like to invite the convener of the society, Ms. Mansi, and President Adjunct, Ms. Ria, to kindly initiate the program with the presentation.
If your actions inspire others to learn more, dream more, and do more and become more, you are a leader. Well said by Mr. John Quincy Adams, the sixth US President who was a lawyer as well. I once again would like to welcome you all on behalf of the Moot Court Society. I quoted Mr. John Quincy Adams because this line fits well for our society and its members. We dream, we learn, we make the visions reality, and we grow together as a team and make others grow as well. Now, there must be some questions arising in your mind. What is a moot court? Why should we join a society? And what is the necessity of this orientation? So I carry up with my co-member, Ms. Mansi Srivastava ma'am, ahead to clear your doubts. Now, the first thing is student bodies of our college. Now, what are these student bodies and their function? So the first one is Training and Recruitment Division, which is also known as TRD. It is a student regulating body that coordinates with all the societies. It was formed 3 years ago, and it is a part of college administration, primarily run by the students. Please know that a student can be a member of TRD while being a member of any other society, but you can only join one society at a time. So then comes the moot court. I'm going to tell you about Moot Court Society later on, covering all the aspects of it. So let's come to the point, Aaramb, the debating society. As the name suggests, it deals with debating. They train you and sends you people to participate in debates, and it also organizes debates in the college itself. The third student body is Legal Aid Center, also known as LAC. They spread legal awareness and organizes events for the welfare of the people. Then there's Youth Parliament Society. They organize Model United Nations and train the students for Model United Nations competitions. Then comes Vasundhara, the Green Society. As the name suggests, they work and create awareness about the environment. The last student body is Alternative Dispute Resolution Center, also known as ADRCL. It is the newest formed society. So apart from litigation, there are other methods to solve a dispute. So the society trains their members for that. 2 years ago, when I was in your place, I had some questions in my mind, like why should I join a society and how will a society benefit me? And I made a decision to join the Moot Court Society. And it has benefited me in a million ways. So now the questions arising are: why to join a society? What is a moot court? What is mooting? What are the functions of the moot court society? And how will this society benefit you? So let's come to the first question: why to join a society? Whenever you join an organization, you are benefited in multiple ways, such as you learn teamwork and develop your communication skills by meeting different people and working together as a team. And the most important point is you get new knowledge every time. And some things can only be learned practically. As Shreyanshi ma'am said, mooting is the closest experience you can get of a court. So let's come to the most important point of our session. What is a moot court and what is mooting? Like in a court, you have two lawyers arguing on a case in front of a judge. Same thing happens in a moot court. It is a simulation of a court hearing. So let's take an example. A robbery occurred. So the victim files a case on the accused, whom the victim thinks has done the robbery. So the person who is accused hires a lawyer to defend his case, and a lawyer is hired by the victim to prosecute the accused. So we have two lawyers in the court arguing on behalf of their clients. So the moot court is a reflection of a court scenario. Here you have a case known as moot problem or moot proposition. The participants need to analyze it and research about it. What are the laws you can apply on it, and just like violation of any fundamental rights, etc. And you prepare your arguments, which are called as the memorial. So in that, you cite your cases, you cite your laws which are applicable to make your arguments strong. Accordingly, then you present those arguments before the judge. Now, what is mooting? It is about developing your capacity to argue persuasively, convincing the listeners, that is the judge here in the moot court. And please do not mistake debate as mooting is just not your ability to argue, but also you need to understand laws and how you can apply it in your case. Now, how is mooting done? In a competition format, here you have a problem, which is the case. It is a set of facts which the participants need to analyze, like which points are in your favor and how can you make your case strong by applying laws and citing cases. So in a competition, you have also two teams. One argues on behalf of the person who has filed the case, and the other one argues on behalf of the person on whom the case is filed. And then there's the moot court, which is the intimation of a court, a room set up just like a court. So there's the judge, and the teams argues in front of the judge. The society was established in the year 2016 by our founder president, Mr. Karam Pratap Singh, with the objective to foster the interests of the students by encouraging and assisting them to develop legal acumen and develop research, drafting, advocacy skills. Keeping his visions in mind, he carried forward the objective of the society. Now the questions come forth is, what is the function of the moot court society and how will it benefit you? We organize different programs and activities including moot court competitions, mock trials, legal drafting, judgment writing, PIL drafting, workshops for the students in the college. We train our members as well as the people outside the society. And we organize different competitions, national as well as international. Now, how the society will benefit you. By joining the moot court society, you will hone your skills, not just your ability to argue, but like I said, we train people in drafting and researching as well. We organize different training programs for the students. Like we have a training program organized which is called as REAP for the students who want to participate in different moot court competitions. In this training program, you learn how to analyze a case, how to apply laws, and how you do researching and drafting while making your arguments. And then you learn advocacy skills by presenting the arguments before the judge. And we also organize Conduit. This is for the students who wants to learn researching and drafting. For example, like drafting a research paper. And these skills are very important for the students in the field of law. Also, you learn how to work as a team. So let me introduce you to the team. First and foremost are the backbones of our society, which are Professor Dr. Rajesh Bhukana Sir, Dean, Law College, Dehradun, officiating Vice Chancellor of Uttaranchal University. He is the patron of our society. Then comes the Faculty Advisory Board, which is chaired by Professor Dr. Poonam Rawat Ma'am, Head of Department Law, officiating Principal of Law College, Dehradun. She is the chairperson of our society and also a mother figure for the members of the society. The Faculty Advisory Board helps and guides the members in training programs and organizing different competitions. Then comes the Executive Board. The Executive Board comprises of the student members. It is led by President and Vice President who helps us improve ourselves and guide us in our work. The members of the society have brought many laurels in a short span of time in national as well as international moot court competitions. Some have received the Best Advocate Award and some have received the Best Researcher Award in moot court competitions, whether it is national or international. And last year, a team from our society also received the Best Oralist Award in the 35th Bar Council of India Inter-University Moot Court Competition. Now comes the main events we organize. So the first one is National Moot Court Competition, which is organized annually where many teams from different states of the country participate in. We also organize intramural competitions for the students in the college, such as PIL drafting, trial advocacy, and moot court competitions, etc. We also organize different international competitions, such as essay writing and also symposiums. And also we held different workshops and training programs for the students. And during this pandemic, we have also held webinars which were national as well as international with the collaboration of the leading minds in the field of law. Now, why you should join us and what will you get? The first point is you get to enhance your skills, like I said earlier, whether it's researching, analytical, drafting, or speaking skills. And overall, you have a personality development. In the society, you work with different people and gain new knowledge, which helps you out in developing a vision. And you learn how to lead by working as a team. Discipline and diligence. It is something which is required in any of the organizations or the places you want to work in the future. So you learn that as well. Also, you develop your communication skills, such as presenting your point of view, putting out your thoughts to persuade the listeners. And then there's the point, time management and pressure handling. With your academics, you learn how to work on other things as well, which are very important for your career. In 2 years of my working in the society, I've grown into a better version of myself. I've learned how to make an effective draft, how to plead before the judges in moot court competitions, and every time you participate in a competition, you gain new knowledge. So the next point is, what do we expect from you? We expect sincerity and discipline from you, which everybody expects from the students or the members in an institution. We expect you to be positive and growth-oriented. We expect that you have a zeal to learn and grow. Then comes the point reasonable speaking and drafting ability, which means you can present your thoughts and show your perspective. And also drafting includes working on MS Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. Then comes the point team spirit. This is something which you would learn working in the society. But we have put this point here so that you understand we need members who are cooperative. Then comes the point strong personality and character. In this profession, you're required to be someone who has a strong personality. Now, why is it important? Because you need to have an unwavering determination to make things work. Then comes the point dependability and responsibility. Wherever you work or wherever you apply for work, one selects you only for the reason you are dependable or responsible. Ambition and willing to challenge yourself. Without ambition, one cannot succeed, and without facing challenges, you cannot grow. And this happens in one's personal life as well as professional life. Also, we expect you to be creative on how to make things work and how to make it better. And then comes the point initiative, which is initiative in learning and growing. Now let's talk about the CV. CV stands for Curriculum Vitae. It is a detailed document highlighting your professional and academic history, provided for consideration when applying for jobs. Right now, you would not have much information to provide us because you just passed out from school, so you can make it according to the information relevant. It is just an overview of your work, your achievements in school, like if you have participated in any debate or essay writing competitions, etc. You need to attach it while applying for any of the society in the college. So here's a sample CV for you. We'll be providing you the link of sample CV in the chat box. So you can make it accordingly, only providing the informations which are relevant. And please do remember to make your email address, keeping in mind that it is to be made professional. Please do not use usernames like Angel Priya or Barbie doll, something like that, because that will only make a fool out of yourself. So the selection process to join our society. The selection process will be dealt by my co-member, Ms. Mansi Srivastava ma'am. So ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Keria. Greetings, everyone. I hope some of your doubts have been cleared by now. Now we'll move forward to the most awaited slide, that is how you can join this society. So here are 4 simple steps which you need to follow so as to be a member of the society. The first and the foremost step is applying with CV. For this round, you have to prepare a resume with a cover letter which has already been explained by Ms. Keria, and that resume has to be attached in the form which can be accessed from the link given. Kindly note, we have forwarded the same link in the chat box. You may also download the CV from there. As soon as you qualify for the first round, you will be notified with the details of the second round via an email or a call as already told by Ms. Keria. Now, the second round is a written test. The qualified students will appear for the written test, for which the students will be given the topic on the spot to write on in both English and Hindi language. There's an exemption for those students who belong to a non-Hindi speaking region. They can appear for the test in English only. The duration of the test will approximately be 20 to 30 minutes, and the topic for both Hindi and English will be the same. Again, the qualified students will be notified with the details of the next round via email or a call. The third round is the speaking skills evaluation. This round will be based on the speaking skills of the students. In this round, the qualified students will be assigned with 2 topics in which one will be given to them beforehand and the other one will be given to them on the spot. The topic which will be given to them beforehand, for that a student has to appear for a group discussion round.
where students are required to present themselves through the topic given. For the second round, which will be given to them on the spot, for that you are required to speak for at least 2 minutes, covering all the important aspects related to your topic. The last and the most important round is the personal interview round. For this round, you just have to be yourself. In this round, you will be asked a few questions by a panelist. On the basis of your answers and conduct shown by you, the result of this round will depend upon. Also, for this round, you are required to carry along your CV and please be modestly dressed. All these rounds will be conducted via video conferencing, where you'll keep your respective cameras on while appearing for the test. Kindly note that use of any electronic device during the test hours is strictly prohibited except the mobile phone or laptop on which you will appear for the test. The result for all the rounds will also be declared on a Facebook and Instagram page, so you're requested to follow both our pages on social media. Here is a quick recap of what I have told you all regarding the selection process. The first step is you have to apply through the form by attaching your resume and cover letter. The form can be accessed from the link given in the chat box. The next step is the writing skills test. Next step then is your speaking skill test. And the last step is the PI round, that is personal interview round. So in total, you have to qualify 4 rounds for being a member of the Moot Court Society. So now, if you have any questions regarding anything, you may ask here either by unmuting yourself or by sending your questions in the chat box. Miss Kushi, we will be sharing our IDs of social media soon. You may also check our webpage. You'll get the IDs from there. I'll request you all to try and clear your doubts here only. Mr. Akshat Bhatt, you need to submit the form where you have to attach the CV. The link of the form will be shared in the chat box.
Please share the slide in which the forms and the Google form link and everything is updated. Share that slide on the screen.
Sure, Miss Manika, I'll explain the third round to you. The third round is the speaking skills evaluation. This round will be based on the speaking skills of the student. In this round, the qualified students will be assigned with 2 topics in which one will be given to them beforehand and the other one will be given to them on the spot. The topic which will be given to the qualified student beforehand, for that a student has to appear for the group discussion round, that is GD round, where students are required to present themselves through the topic given. For the second topic, which will be given to the qualified student on spot, you are required to speak at least for 2 minutes, covering all the important aspects related to your topic. I hope this third round is clear to you now. Ms. Paki Kansal is asking, can we be a part of moot court session or competition if we are not a part of MCS? Yes, ma'am. You can take part in any of the competition without being a member of the society. There's a question by Ms. Manika. Can you give some example for the on-spot round? So, ma'am, we'll only give you the general topics. So, there's no legal you required legal study of any of the topics. Ms. Poova is asking, what if someone doesn't have any experience in debating or experience during school days? Will this affect the selection? No, ma'am, absolutely not. As Ms. Keria has already told, that we are asking for your CV only for the academic purpose. You don't have to worry that you haven't participated in any of the events before. So the basic purpose of asking you for the CV is just we'll have your academic record and also to make you realize that CV plays a vital role in almost every profession, and working from this initial stage will surely help you in maintaining your CV for future. Brinda, we have for the selection process, you just have to fill the form and there you can attach your CV. I guess I haven't missed any of your questions. Ms. Purva, the form will be open for at least 7 days. You can fill the form within 7 days. So Ms. Jyoti Mahavar is asking what are the advantages of being a member. Ma'am, as my co-member has already told, that there are several advantages, and you will get to learn many things after being a member of the society. You will enhance your researching skills and the technique for participating in the moot court competition. So we can assure you that you will be able to learn so many things by joining a society. Mr. Ayush Mishra is asking, what if I am a member of any other program and I want to join this, then how can I join? So I can't get through the question. If you mean that you are the member of the other society, then how you will be able to join the programs which are organized by Moot Court Society? So you may join apart from being a member of the other society. The last date of filling this form is 7 days from now, at least 7 days from now. We may extend the date according to the circumstances and situations. For any further query, you may visit our website page, website link. You will get all the information there. I guess I've cleared all your doubts. Thank you for your questions. So we'll quickly move forward to the next slide without any further ado. The previous slide. So here, the next slide, Abhishek. So here is the slide of all the important links. In case of any query, you may contact us by visiting our webpage with the help of the first link. The second link here is of the form which has to be filled by you while applying for the first round of the selection process. This link can be accessed for a week, that is 7 days from today. That means for applying in the selection process of the Moot Court Society, you have at least 7 days time. After this specified time, the forms will be closed. To know more about us, you may follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. Thank you. Now I'll ask Ms. Shreyanshi to move forward with the event. Over to you, Ms. Shreyanshi.
Thank you, Mansi and Ria. Now I would like to invite Aditi and Aishwarya to share their experience in the society. Over to Aditi.
Thank you, Shreyanshi ma'am. A very good afternoon to all present here. My name is Aditi Bansal and I am currently pursuing the second year of the course BBA LLB Honours. At present, I am the Public Relations Officer of the Moot Court Society and I am here today to share with you all my experience in the society, which was basically my first year experience. The time a person spends somewhere is like a long-term investment. It should be ensured that this time is spent well, or else the investment would not be as fruitful. At this point, I would like to say that investing my time in the Moot Court Society has been one of the best investments that I have ever made. Not only did I get to see a practical insight of how the court actually functions, but I also got to be a part of it myself. Since I learned about the practical applications of the various laws that we study as students, I learned the importance of the three golden skills that every advocate must possess, which are the skills of researching, drafting, and pleading. I got the opportunity of participating in a national trial advocacy competition, and I also did a moot on international law, which have both been incredible experiences since these are two completely different fields that I got to explore as a first year student. I got to be a part of the organizing committee of the National Moot Court competition and that the society organizes every year, which was my first and the very best experience that I have ever had. I was a part of various competitions being in the society, both as an organizer and as a participant. These participations have not only helped me refine my skills, but have also helped me enhance my multitasking ability. They have helped me analyze things better and think about all kinds of possibilities that might arise in any situation. From learning courtroom management to learning courtroom etiquette to learning how to stand strong in order to justify my point, I got to see the hidden aspect of things. Being a part of the society has taught me so much. I got to research and gain experience in laws that we as students will study in our senior years. This knowledge has helped me widen my horizon and think in different directions. These skills help a person stay a step ahead of the others and always benefit him in some way or the other. For an advocate, discipline, diligence towards work, and the right attitude is a must. Being in the society, I can definitely say that I have worked towards developing a better version of myself, which is getting closer to the above mentioned qualities day by day. Exactly a year later, standing here, I realize the extra amount of hard work that I have been able to do and the extra mile that I have been able to go by being a part of the Moot Court Society. Despite the multiple challenges that the pandemic brought with itself, the society has constantly been engaged in activities to utilize this time and make the most out of it. The time I spent learning here in the past 1 year has been yielding its results. I am very well in the position to say that this new version of me standing right here is a product of the hustle that I have done as a member of the Moot Court Society. Thank you. I would now like to invite Aishwarya Singh Bagal to share his experience. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Thank you, Aditi. Good afternoon, everyone. I am an executive member of the Moot Court Society. I always wanted to grab each and every opportunity and learn from them. The society provides plenty of opportunities to a student, and as a law student, it is important for us to learn about mooting and legal research. The society helps in learning them as well as new things and being a step ahead from the crowd. It's been a year with the society and this wonderful institution, and I can surely assure you all that time investment here will pay you back in various means. It is actually very exciting working with different people with different style, knowledge, and skills, and also learning from them. Here, each and every individual is different and has a different way of doing things. Yet, here we are, united and developing ourselves together. Talking about my experience in the society, it was challenging at beginning, but when I met everyone, I found them to be very friendly and supportive. In the society, we have the best seniors who support everyone as a friend. They mentor you to become a knowledgeable and skilled person. Here in society, we enjoy, we work, and we learn new stuffs every day. The society provides good emotional and mental support at each and every step. I enjoyed a lot working with all the members and learning from our seniors. During national events, sometimes things could be filled with stress and pressure, but this pressure will surely make you a different person with time. That I could see today in myself, as I can see an evolved version of myself, and this was only possible because of the Mood Court Society. So, if you want to learn and are willing to force yourself to be better, then I recommend you to join the Mood Court Society. Thank you and have a nice day. Now I invite Shanshi ma'am to take the event further. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Aditi and Aishwarya, for sharing your experience in society with us. I request Madam President, Mood Court Society, Ms. Anna Anupriya, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Shranshi. So before beginning with my formal address, I would like to address some of the questions in the chat box, which I think might have been left out. So somebody was asking if this induction process is compulsory. So no, this is not compulsory or mandatory, but this is, see, all the societies must be giving you their orientation programs. This is because there are four or five, or more than five student bodies in our college, and everybody wants to present what they do and what is their particular purpose in the college. What do they do, and participating as well as organizing functions, right? So if you think that you can be oriented with any of these societies, you can apply to that respective society. Similarly, it goes for the Mood Court Society. If you think that you would want to participate in mood court competitions, or you would like to organize mood court competitions, among other things, you can join the Mood Court Society. And of course, you don't know about mooting or what it is, or legal debating, because you have just joined the law college, so you don't need to be worried about that. It's just a zeal and passion for law which we are seeking. Everything else will come along with time. Obviously, Ayush is asking, will this help me in developing my speaking skills? It will develop you in your speaking skills, not just speaking skills, but reasoned speaking. Because see, in a court, the judge does not just ask you for a reason, or just does not ask you for your argument. It asks you for that reason behind your argument as well. You have to present law cases as well as logic in your argument. And by being continuously cross-questioned by your opponent as well as the judge, it will definitely enhance your speaking skills and overall personality as well. And it will reflect in the way you communicate with others as well as discuss the topics. And regarding the induction process, everything has already been told. Once again, I request one of my members to kindly send all the relevant links in the chat box, and I have sent you the contact information as well. If you think, if you have any queries further, you can contact those people whose contact numbers are being shared, right? If there's any other query, you can still ask me in the chat box, or else I'll begin with my session, my address. Right, so I'll be. Yes, moot. The term moot itself means mock. So moot court means not the real court, but as far as possible, a representation of a real court. So there are two sides: petitioner and respondent, prosecution and defense, plaintiff and defendant. One side which has filed the case, the other side which is defending the case or the particular cause of action. And by this process, mainly it will help budding litigants or those who aspire to be lawyers. But because there is an interpretation of law and legal provisions involved, whether you have an aim of becoming a judicial officer or anything of that sort, it will definitely help you. See, regarding the induction process, we have sent you the link for the Google form. I hope everybody got it, because the Google form is the main thing through which you can apply to us. And when you will apply for induction in the Mood Court Society, we will get your phone number, your email address, everything. So just stay tuned to that phone number and email address. We will send you all the necessary information required to your email as well as through text to your phone. Why isn't that all students of law college are given a practice of moot court sessions? See, moot court is not an extracurricular activity. It is a curricular activity, and According to college administration, you will be given a practice of moot court in the 5th year only, because it is in the syllabus of the 5th year only. So if you do not become a part of the moot court society and you do not participate in the moot court competitions, you will definitely get to learn about moot courts in the 5th year. But what we do here at MCS, some students join in the 1st or 2nd year itself, so they have a practice of full 5 years, so that puts them in a better position. And it is not that only the members of MCS are involved in this training, although they get a much stricter training because we have internal activities as well. But all the students of the college will, because Moot Court Society, it is in the constitution of Moot Court Society itself that we help to provide equal opportunities for all. So you don't have to worry about that in case you don't get selected or you don't want to apply. Is there any other question? You can apply in more than one society, but you can be part of only one society at one point of time. So I guess that's all. So now I'll begin with my address. Okay. Greetings to fellow MCS members and all you students who have joined in our journey, but will definitely make a path out of your own. Now that my colleagues and juniors have told you probably all you need to know about our society, the Moot Court Society, and how to become a part of it, I'll tell you something more general and more mainstream. See, for a lot of young students here, law school is a means to get formal education, a degree, and a way of life provided for. But what we forget to realize here is that while formal education makes a living, it is self-education alone that will help you make a life out of it and a fortune. See, once you have been admitted in the law college, there is no doubt that you'll get a degree given that you have a basic IQ and 75% of attendance, right? But the self-education part, however, is tricky. So that will happen when you will realize the true importance of advocacy. When you realize that in a world where everywhere equality is promised, but everything is visibly unequal. When the laws seem to be all about the less privileged people, but the procedure is insanely expensive and non-inclusive. See, by learning law, you become a part of the system, the most important system in a civilized society, which is the system of administration of justice. You become responsible. All of us have certain expectations that people have for us, by virtue of their economic or social status, or maybe our ideologies or beliefs, and even our gender. This is when we have to understand that we have to go that extra mile. As a part of the system, we have to go that extra mile. We have to go beyond representation, and we have to create a performative identity for ourselves. We have to go beyond diversity and aim for inclusion. We have to go beyond our sense of identity, and at the same time we have to strive for for our cultural peers. People are going to depend on us for it. Our legal system and our constitution has been drafted by some of our freedom fighters, and so we are standing on the shoulder of giants. We cannot give them anything in less. We have a duty to self-educate, not just study but learn, not just score marks but apply it in our lives, not just exist passively but to make a change. And there is no better means to change the world than a fulfilling self-education in letter and in spirit. I wish you the best for this journey in your law school. And before ending the session, I'd request you to stay so that we can show you a little bit of glimpse of how we work here at MCS. Please stay tuned.
नहीं सिंगल नहीं फिर भी 17 लोगों के साथ इन्होंने काम किया सुन सकते हैं आई एम
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for bearing with us. To know more about us, you may follow us on Facebook page, that is Moot Court Society Law College Dehradun, and Instagram page, which is LCD MCS. To know more about our events organized, follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Law College Dehradun Moot Court Society. To know more about how our society works, you may check us out our Moot Court Society Constitution by just visiting our webpage at lcdmcs.com/mcsconstitution. And you can also mail your query at lcdmcs@uttaranchaluniversity.ac.in. Thank you once again. We're looking forward to welcome new members in our extended MCS family. Thank you so much.